And today I want to talk about your emotional state and your emotions with regard to getting free from an abusive or a toxic relationship and what that might look like for you. First of all, I want to say you're definitely not crazy, no matter what you're feeling or no matter how strong your emotions seem to be, because you're going to have some really powerful and very, very strong emotions that are going to come over you, and you're going to feel like you're not even in control of them. And it's not going to feel normal, but I'm going to tell you that it is normal. Okay, feeling that crazy and that emotional when you're getting out of a toxic relationship is normal. It is a normal reaction to an abnormal situation. So anytime we as humans are put into any kind of abnormal situation and then asked to deal with it, we're going to look crazy, but we're not crazy. We're actually reacting in a very normal way. So it's a normal reaction to an abnormal situation. So first of all, I want you to stop judging yourself. That's immediate. Stop questioning your own sanity, because there's nothing wrong with your sanity. When something really devastating happens, we have reactions to it. If you've been in an ongoing toxic relationship, essentially you've been abused, and you've been abused day in and day out and day in and day out. And it doesn't really matter if that abuse didn't come in the form of something that's, ridiculously violent, because once you commit to a relationship and you're in this relationship, even your partner's neglect of you becomes abuse. And over time, it chips away at the person you are, of who you are. It chips away at you, brings you down, makes you lose a whole lot of confidence in yourself that you don't even realize you've lost, because it happens slowly over time, okay? So I've worked with a lot of women who have just recently gotten out of these relationships, and there are so many feelings coming all at once. There's grief and loss and feeling like, oh my gosh, I lost my relationship. It didn't work out like it was supposed to. Maybe there's kids involved, so you've got that loss going on where you feel like your child has lost a family. All of these things are going to conspire to make you feel absolutely crazy, with sadness, with depression, with anxiety, with anger. Once you realize that that's normal, and you give it the word normal, and you label it normal, and you say this is a normal reaction for a human being in response to an abnormal relationship, then you can start to calm down, and you can start to feel those feelings and get through those feelings to the other side. So have trusted people that you can talk to about what it is you're going through. Make sure that those people are people who understand and get the problem. They get the issue. Because one of the biggest mistakes that I see women make when they're getting free of these relationships, they will tell anybody and everybody what happened, and they want validation. And maybe you're in a group, like a social group or a church group or a friends group or any kind of group, or even within the family. And these other people in your social group were not in a relationship with this narcissist that you were just getting abused by for however many years. But they consider themselves to be maybe his friend as well. So you may be going to people and trying to get validation and trying to get some kind of, balm that you can put on to calm these feelings down. But it's going to be not what you want to have happen. The response that you're going to get will not always be validating, and it won't always be supportive of you, because they don't get it, they don't understand it. They know him in a completely different and less intimate way than you do, and they have no idea what happened. So it's really important that you set a super good boundary about who you talk to get the support that you need to manage your intense emotions that you're going to have at this point in time. So, just to recap, your emotions are normal, no matter how strong. They are a normal reaction to an abnormal situation. It's going to take you a while to recalibrate and calm down. Do not ask for support from people who don't get this and who are not necessarily super close to you. Even though you're going to want that validation, you're going to need that validation. You're not always going to be able to get it. So you need to find people and support where you can get that help to calm yourself and to be peaceful again, and to bring your life back into balance. Okay? Here's something else. I'll leave you with this one last thought. It's never a happy thing to be in a relationship like that and to have to deal with that and to struggle with that and to come out of it on the other end. But one of the things that's going to happen for you is the blessing in this is, hi Liz, love having you here. So glad you're here. The blessing in this is you're going to be able to spot and see any kind of disrespect, abuse, rudeness, if anything is off with somebody and it's not quite right, you are now sensitized to that, and you're going to see it immediately. You're going to know it immediately, and it's going to allow you to have a zone of protection in your life that other people do not have. But keep in mind, having experienced toxic relationships puts you into a small group of people. Unfortunately, it's not very small, but it puts you into a segment of people, I'll put it that way, into a group of people who understand this and they've been through it and they get it, and not everybody does. So you will have a gift. You will have the gift of discernment. You will be able to discern in other people when somebody is not going to be a healthy person for you. And you'll know that immediately because you'll have been sensitized to it. So it's one of the gifts that happens when you're coming out of these toxic relationships. So anyway, take good care of yourself and lots of self-care, self-love. That's how we get beyond these things. Liz is saying the only validation coming from talking with the mutual friends and family you share, your ex, is that when they say everything seemed okay, you know all the energy you spent trying to make it look okay to others worked. Good point. Very good point. So you put in a lot of energy to make, to present this front to make everything look like it's okay, because these are things that you don't want other people knowing about. And Liz, thank you for that comment. And I'll add to that, narcissists are very, very good, and it's very, very important to them that they present the best face that they can. It's all about how they look. It's not about what's really going on with them or with you. And when you're behind closed doors, no one else can see them. They feel free to just be whoever they are. They're self-absorbed, dynamics that they put into your relationship. And it can be pretty ugly. So, but other people are not going to see that because they don't want them to see that. So, yeah, good comment, Liz.